Hello, hope you're doing well. Explaining about the algorithms. You've connected your account to the exchange as per tutorial, and it's linked. One thing to note, when you create the API, it's not immediate. Takes 5 to 10 minutes for setup. After 5 minutes, try again to see balance. The bot works on futures, i.e. leverage trading. Funds must be in futures account to show balance. Once connected, first step is, this will show your account balance if you try again after 5 minutes. The bot operates on futures, needing funds in your account to show balance. Once connected, go to Algorithms. Click on Algorithms. We have 4, Banking Strategy, Team 45, Tesla, and Ikimoku. These are top assistants and bestsellers. They're set for specific times and send alerts with screenshots. It's like the Star bot, with some differences. I'll explain now. You go into the Algorithms section and click on the Algorithms. As you can see, we have 4 algorithms: Banking Strategy, Team 45, Tesla, and Ikimoku. These 4 are some of our best trading assistants, and they are among our top-selling products. We've set them up for specific time frames, and they send you alerts with screenshots, so you can use them. It's very similar to the Starbot, but with a few differences that I'll explain to you now. For those who aren't familiar, these 4 bots will show up on the chart. The Team 45 bot works with divergences. Star Robot, with some differences, is your service. Team 45 works with divergences. The Banking Strategy bot and Tesla provides signals based on price action, while Ikimoku offers trend and entry points. These charts assist your trading, but be cautious as signals will be sent to you, and based on your strategy, it will trade automatically. Watching the videos and using the bot on your charts will help you develop better strategies. Starbot gives about 30 signals daily across 10 pairs, but this one covers 17 pairs, with Tesla and Team 45 bots added. It really helps you come up with better strategies. For example, you'll know how much Tesla's signals usually move. Like if it gives a buy signal, it tends to go up, or if it gives a sell signal, it tends to go down. You get a better feel for things like that. You can check out the educational videos to see how it differs from the Starbot in terms of the signals it provides. The watch list has VIP signals. Starbot gives 30 signals. This covers 17 pairs. We've added Tesla and Team 45 and may add Banking and Ikimoku. Signals can reach 50, boosting trades. It includes single to quadruple algorithms. The green tick shows active algorithms. Banking, Team 45, Tesla, and Ikimoku deactivate any. The signals can go up to 50, so you'll make more trades and analyze more currencies simultaneously. Regarding the type of signals it provides, compared to the Starbot, you have single, double, triple, and quadruple algorithm versions. Click to toggle. I can deactivate any if I want, and since there are 4 algorithms, I can use all simultaneously. One chart can be active. Trade with Team 45 today. Switch to Ikimoku tomorrow. In this section, activate the algorithm you want. The one who takes Tigrit. You can have one chart active at a time. Today, you might trade with Team 45 and tomorrow, switch to Ikimoku or another setup. Activate the algorithm you want, but it's not complete yet. Why? You need a strategy. What does strategy mean? If I get a signal from Team 45, what should I do? This bot takes commands from you. It says, you're the commander. Tell me how to react to a signal from Team 45. Just tell me once. Signals will be sent based on your setup. For example, if the Team 45 bot sends a sell signal for Bitcoin, it asks, where should my take profit and stop loss be? It opens a trade like this for me. If I get a signal from Team 45, what should I do? This bot takes commands from you, the commander. Just tell me how to react to a signal from Team 45 once, based on your setup. I'll handle it without asking again. For example, if Team 45 sends a sell signal for Bitcoin, it asks for take profit and stop loss levels. You might say, set take profit at 4% and stop loss at 1 or 2%. So my take profit is 4% and my stop loss is 4%. That's how it works. It also asks how much to enter with, dollars or account percentage. You can tell it to enter trades with $5 or 5% of the account. The next question is leverage. Should I use 10 times leverage to make it $50 or 20 times to make it $100? It asks me where to set my stop loss and where to set my take profit. Just tell me in percentage. For example, I might say, set your take profit at 4% and your stop loss at 1 or 2% or both at 4%. That's one way to do it. It asks how much to enter with, whether in dollars or as a percentage of the account. For example, you can tell it to always enter trades with $5 Or you can say to enter with 5% of the account, which is a more professional approach. The next thing it asks is what leverage to use. Should I enter that $5 with 10 times leverage to make it $50? Or should I enter with 20 times leverage to make it $100? Before you set a strategy, you enter the page of one of these trading assistants, like the banking strategy. There is a video at the bottom of the page called. Make sure to watch this video on risk and capital management. It's really important for your future, your well-being, and your life. Why? Because this video covers the core of trading. If you don't understand risk and capital management, a part of your trading will always be lacking. This video is quite long and detailed. I tried to keep it around 12 to 13 minutes. Just search for Risk Management with Capital by Arsal and Habibullah. You need to set this up in a way that when your stop loss hits, only 2 to 3% of your account is affected. Set stop loss to affect 2 to 3% of your account. With $100, risk $2 to $3 per stop loss. Max 50% of account with 20x leverage. Bot follows your commands, be reasonable. Videos will show a system to view and copy strategies. I'll create videos on top strategies for you to copy. Enter with 2% or 3%, meaning if I have $100, I'm okay losing $2 or $3 per stop loss. Hitting stop loss 10 times, I might lose $30. Set max 50% of account with 20 leverage. Bot follows your commands. You command, it follows. It must be reasonable. Next videos explain our system to see and copy other strategies. Soon, I'll show top strategies. We'll show strategies that performed well last week to copy. It's reasonable. Soon, I'll showcase top strategies. The key is to tell me your take profit, stop loss, capital, and leverage. It's the same on your phone. I'm using my laptop for clarity. In the strategy section, click Algorithm Execution Strategy. The protection strategy differs with the star bot. Previously, one strategy worked for all signals, but now it's specified. If the banking bot signals, use this strategy. If Team 45 signals, use that strategy. Set these up point by point. It's fascinating. You tell me your take profit, your stop loss. Setup is simple. Back to settings. Same on phone. Showing on laptop for clarity. In strategy, click here. Algorithm Execution Strategy. Starbot Protection Strategy differs. Starbot algorithms now specify strategies. Banking bot uses one strategy, Team 45 another. Set up point by point. Very interesting. Strategy. Stop loss 2, take profit 3, leverage 10. Test values, change daily. The Starbot's protection strategy is unique. Previously, in our star algorithms, different strategies could be used for all signals. Now, it's specified. Use a particular strategy if the banking bot signals, another if Team 45 signals. Set these point by point. The strategy includes stop loss at 2, take profit at 3, leverage at 10. These are test values, adjusted daily. Set stop loss, take profit. Ensure gaps between these to avoid issues. Set stop loss at 2% and take profit at 4%. Strategy. Stop loss 2, take profit 3, leverage 10. Adjust daily. Ensure gaps to avoid errors. Example, stop loss 2%, take profit 4%, leverage 10, volume 5. It says to first set your stop loss. Then leave a gap for take profit. Then a gap for leverage. And finally for volume, or dollars or percentage. For example, you can set it in dollars or as a percentage. Just make sure there's a gap between all of these. Usually, they forget to leave that last gap and end up having issues. For instance, I might say my stop loss should be 2%. Just type it in English. And my take profit should be, for example, 4%. The leverage should be 10, and the volume or entry amount for the trade should be 5. It's really important to leave a proper gap. That last gap is crucial so we don't run into errors. If we've set it up correctly, it will say strategy successfully set up. Now, let's click on the Team 45 strategy again and set it up too. I'll set my strategies. For strategy 3, I'll change it from 2 and 4 to 2 and 3. I'll see what strategies others use to profit. This relates to the algorithm and strategy section. Key point, take profit should be greater than stop loss. If stop loss is 2%, take profit should be 2 or more. Setting stop loss at 2 and take profit at 1 is wrong. Aim for bigger profits and allow more losses. Now, I find out what strategies other users are using to make profits, and I copy those. This is also related to the algorithm. And strategy section, a key point, is that your take profit should always be greater than your stop loss. That's one of the rules of risk and capital management. So if you set your stop loss at 2%, you should either set your take profit at 2 or more than 2. If you set your stop loss at 2 and your take profit at 1, that's not right. You'll hit your targets more often and your win rate will go up. But if you take 1 loss, it's equivalent to 2 wins. It should be the opposite. You should aim for bigger profits, but can afford to take more losses. For example, if you hit 5 stop losses and lose $5, but then you make 1 profit of $20, that's fine. We are reaching an important dollar outcome for another race. Profit must exceed loss. Leverage is margin-based, volume times leverage. $100 times 10 equals $1,000. If account is $100, 5% is $5. $5 times 2 equals $125, the trade volume. This volume is multiplied by stop loss percentage. If stop loss is 1% on $1,000, you lose $10. This $10 should be less than 2% of your account. If account is $1,000, that's fine. But if $100, reduce it. So it becomes 125. This 125 is the volume you're using to enter the trade. The volume you're using to enter the trade is multiplied by the percentage of your stop loss. For example, it says that my stop loss was 1%. I'm entering with $1,000. If 1% goes down, how much is that? 1% of 1,000 is $10, right? So you would lose $10. Keep that in mind. Now, this $10 should be less than 2% of your account. So, if your account is $1,000, that's fine. If your account is $100, that's too much. You need to reduce it. That's that. Risk and capital management. Set your strategy, let it evolve in the market, and adjust as needed. You're in charge, the bot assists. You're crafting your own bot. We offer entry points, take profit, stop loss, and more. Even with high profits, a neighbor might do better with a superior strategy. In robotics, robots perform human tasks, but humans command due to superior judgment over AI. Because you make 1,000% profit, your friend makes a 10% profit, because your strategy is better. You know what I mean? This is a really important point. Let me add something else. In the field of robotics, the tasks that humans perform are done by robots. You always have a dashboard where a human gives commands because the robot doesn't have its own reasoning. Sure, it has artificial intelligence, but human judgment is always far superior. With the diagnostic power that humans have, this comes into play. I can make this big adjustment here, and with the diagnostic power you have, you start executing your strategy for trading. For example, if you get an automatic vacuum cleaner, you go into the app and tell it what level to vacuum at, what level to mop, what time to mop, what time to vacuum, and you give it a map of the house so it doesn't bump into the flower pot or mess up the furniture. That vacuum cleaner will do its job, but you need to give it direction. It's the same with self-driving cars. Even if you get a Tesla, you need to have a driver's license. You have to tell it how fast to go, how far to keep from the car in front. And if you want to brake, how much distance to maintain from the car ahead. If someone cuts you off, what should it do? You know, there are certain things that the programmer has defined for it. And there are also some customizable parameters that are up to you. I also like to have a vending machine at home that can fill the jars. Another person likes to fill the jars. We can't fill all the jars, you know. That's why it looks nice. As I said, if you don't have proof of address, the vending machine won't give you a ride anywhere in the world. For this, you need to have the basics. And basics of trading. You don't want to be a professional trader. Wow, if it has a name, it means you've already made 1 or 2 trailers. If you don't know this, we have an introductory course on our site. It's called the Beginner Trading with Robots course, and you should definitely check it out. It's really affordable and a great deal. This beginner course will help you get the hang of it, or you can do a couple of trades with the robot to get comfortable. If you haven't traded before, I'm sure 90% of you have already done some trading and have that license. After that, you can get into this work. That's that. In the next videos, I'll talk about the harm reduction systems that have been newly added to this robot compared to the Starbot, and the following video will be about errors and such. We're talking about the new features added to this robot compared to the Starbot. And the next video will be about errors and such.